Alright, so I put out a video the other day, like about a year ago technically, and that video was much higher quality than my other ones. So this is like a little behind the scenes and talking, and I also just kind of want to talk about stop motion because there's some cool stuff there. First off, let's talk about the BDA, because I never talked about that, and I think I kind of just uploaded it without explaining it. There's a big story behind that, alright. Okay, so stop motion, I like doing stop motion stuff, and I hadn't done one for years, and I thought I'm gonna do a big one called Door Lock Homes. I never finished Door Lock Homes. Door Lock Homes! Pleasure to meet you! But one of the big things that I wanted to do with Door Lock Homes was I wanted to learn how to do lip syncing, which is a very difficult animation technique where you make the mouth actually look like a mouth. And I thought like, oh, I should just do like a little practice before Door Lock Homes, right? I should just do like a 2-minute long video. I'll just make a little bean and I'll just say, it's just a bean talking, and I'll throw it on YouTube. But then I thought like, oh, what if that video then like links to another video, and then what if that links to another video, and then I just kind of fell into a rabbit hole, and now it's a 20-minute long escapade involving supernovas and time travel and old men. I am you in the far future. That is possibly one of the greatest things I've ever made. Yeah, it's because it's like so many people loved it so much. Like, well, not really, like, but it got like lots of positive feedback for the amount of views that it's got. So and that's because, like, you know, it is just a 2-minute long video of being talking. You're not expecting it to turn into a bit escapade. But yeah, that thing did not have like a cohesive story, which is, in my opinion, pretty important, because it was just kind of came up with on the spot. Like, I was deciding what was going to happen as I was animating it. So yeah, there's just like references to pretty much like everything I have any connection to. There's like Zelda, Outer Wilds, like Doctor Who. There's just... Was that? Bird just flew into my window. You right, little fella? Right. And then, after Door Lock Homes, after I kind of lost interest in that, I thought like, I should try making stop motion films that are like, not that big. Like shorter ones, little shorts, stop motion shorts. And then that's, yeah, when I made those 3 stop motion shorts, I've got like plenty more. I've got like a bit of paper in my room with like 40 ideas for stop motion shorts. I never finished any of them, apart from those 3, but yeah. So let's talk about Backwards Hardcore. So I was invited to this server called Backwards Hardcore by some just random YouTuber, and I thought like, neat, I'll make this into a series, this will be fun. And in total I think I showed up to about 3.5 sessions in total, so I was like, oh, this can't make a series. But anyway, I wanted to try out this new like editing style which I came up with when watching a documentary about bird watching. That's not a joke. It was like merging stop motion with editing into a video, and I thought like, that'll be cool, and in the end it turned out pretty cool in my opinion. But yeah, let's talk about it, and let's share my behind the scenes videos on We Completely Ruined Minecraft's Health System.mp4. I have it on my computer here. So this first shot, like right here, with like the paper tearing in half, that took me like a solid few hours, because I did not know how to do a green screen. And also, like, you know, it's pretty obvious how a green screen works when you actually think about it, but I wasn't actually thinking about it. I thought like, oh yeah, I can just sort of tape a video onto this bit of green screen. But then, like, that's not really how it works. Like, if you imagine, like, a green screen is like you cut out in the video, like a hole in the video where that thing is, and you can put something behind it. So I had to like individually like motion track the actual Minecraft scene onto a bit of paper. The green screen helped a lot, but technically I didn't really need it at all. Yeah, and then it fades away. This like totally invisible transition right here that you can't see, where it turns from a 2D scene into a 3D scene. Yeah, it's pretty obvious when you know it's there, but like, I think it looks alright if you're not paying attention. So yeah, a lot of it just kind of had like green screen in the background, just like I would film like a 2D shot of like some bits of heart exploding outwards and then layer them on top of it and then remove the green screen. So yeah, that's how I made like the hearts exploding and like some of the food bits. Ah, here we go. So this is a set from Door Holmes. this is which I never used, so it's like just appears for like 3 seconds in this thing. This model was entirely made out of just air dry clay, and then a little bit of plasticine for the hair. That's usually how I make models, is I use plasticine, a little bit of clay for the bits that don't move, like bones. However, this time I tried using air dry clay instead of oven dry clay, which is so much weaker. Like, it genuinely broke after like 3 seconds of using. I think you can see in like this shot right here, there's just plasticine which is like sticking the clay together. It doesn't really work very well. Oh, so this guy in the background here, this guy's from Door Holmes. So then, yeah, when I ended up making the second costume for him, the Beanville Knievel, it was entirely out of plasticine. I actually quite like this. I got to go in a lot more detail than I did with the actual Minecraft skin, because, you know, Minecraft skins, you can only do pixels. With this one, I could do kind of whatever I wanted. So you can actually more see the B, and that looks more like an X now that I look at it, actually, but it's supposed to be a K for Beanville Knievel. And then the food bit, right, so this bit, like, something that's, I think, quite interesting about this video is that the entire thing is in 15 frames a second. Like, even the Minecraft footage and some of the footage which isn't stop motion is all in 15 frames a second, which makes it look like stop motion, because the stop motion is in 15 frames a second. So sometimes that creates a cool effect where you can't tell if it's stop motion or not, and this is a good example. Like this scene right here of the bread jumping, that's not stop motion. No, that was puppeteered. And that's all in camera as well. There are no effects going on here. That is a piece of my hair that's tied around the bread and is off camera. This is never anything that I would ever thought I would do in my life, but it is incredibly difficult to tie a bit of hair around a bread, because it's like, it's so small. You can't tie a knot because it slips out of your fingers, and then the bread is soft and it just cuts through the bread. I used like 2 bits of bread doing this.
There's 5 people who have a...
Yeah, somebody pointed out in the comments that the animation on Crumbled's mouth is really good, and they are right. It is awesome. I'm really proud of it. I don't know. It's like the BDA lip syncing training paid off. By the way, BDA stands for Bean Stum Adventure, and I think I explained that earlier, but yeah. He's got cranberries for eyes, crust for bread, tomato for a tongue, and white chocolate chips for teeth. I actually ate him after I was done. You did not taste good. Oh my gosh, this shot. I still hate this to this day. That took so long. Like the food, like that is on top of a, because like I made a black bit of board wood for it, just a bit of wood painted black, but that was not big enough for this Avengers symbol. So what I did is I got a cape from an old Darth Vader costume and laid it on the floor of my room and put a bunch of like food on top of it. It got kind of gross by the end of it, like that nectarine kind of leaked a bit, and there's just kind of you can see it in the video, there's just kind of crumbs everywhere. But yeah, I got to eat that Avengers logo once I was done as well, not the carrots though. The Avengers logo tasted nice though, because it was just strawberries and nectarine and like a whole bunch of small things. I didn't eat it all at once, obviously. These are not PNGs downloaded from the internet. These are all real. That is an actual slice of pizza from my fridge that I stuck googly eyes on. Same with the bowl of ramen. The microwave I stole from the internet though. I do have a microwave, but I couldn't be bothered unplugging it just for a 2-second shot. So if you listen very carefully here in the background, you might be able to hear
ramen,
a harmonica. Yeah, crazy reveal. I can play the harmonica. This was a pretty fun server actually. ZSKV did a good job. There's nothing more humiliating than being squashed in a style akin to Looney Tunes. I've tried to kill people like this in the past, but never succeeded. But today was the day that my 40-kilogram block of steel finally came into contact with the noggin of somebody who deserves it. Oh, that's such a good scene. No, that anvil, I'm so awesome. That's just actually the cinematography, the lighting. It just looks perfect. Wish every scene was like that. Anyway, yeah. So the finale scene, basically, what happened was like, I got the dates mixed up or something, and then I organised like a camping trip with my friends on the same date that the Backwards Hardcore was supposed to end. It's like, I would never prioritise anything in Minecraft over anything in real life, but like, if Minecraft's been organised before and it could be on a different date, you know, I might try and push something. But anyway, I unfortunately had to miss out on the finale, and I thought this was going to be a terrible ending for the video. I just kind of go like, oh, yeah, and then I need my revenge on Bentley, so then I don't show up to the final session. That's the end of the video, and it's like, that's a terrible ending. And then I came up with the idea of like doing a fake ending, where I win Backwards Hardcore, and I had done it. I was the winner of Backwards. Nah, just kidding, none of that happened. I missed the final session because I went camping. I thought that was so funny, and I think the ending now is better and is funnier than if I actually showed up to the finale. Oh yeah, and then the credits. Yeah, there's credits with more behind the scenes footage on how I did stuff. And then I did some more stop motion in the next video as well, in the item finder video, which I just did the other day. Yeah, I really love the idea that like I coded this entire Minecraft data pack on a typewriter. That was the main thought behind it. There was so much stuff for that video. Like, I had an entire notebook that I was just tearing up every time I needed a bit of paper for something random. I took a little video of my workspace, like, halfway through the process. I did not have a big enough table for this type of stuff. It was just overcrowded. I have a bad habit of, like, only cleaning stuff up when there's literally not enough room to fit anything else. But now you might be wondering, what am I working on next? Well, I'm not actually really working on any YouTube videos at the moment, apart from Infection Season 2, but, I am working on a big stop motion film, and this one I am still thinking of a name for it, but it is about a man and his best friend who is an alien, and they get on some adventures together. It's going pretty good. I've made sort of the main room for the set for it, and I've made the two main characters, you know, the guy and the alien. I'm pretty excited for that film. I think it's going to be pretty good, but it's probably going to be a while. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the near future.